hopefully the trends will change.
Take a look at the starting lineups. First for Louisiana Tech, Vasquez, Pomeroy, Cleaver, Davenport, and Santos. For Rice, Hawkins, Knight, Rainey, Lang, and Goodwine. Taking a look at the brackets of how we've reached this point. UAB advancing. They'll take on UTEP, top seed of the tournament. Old Dominion advancing. They'll take on the 4 seed Charlotte. We are on the evening side. Edge Forsberg throwing it up, and we are underway with the evening session. Knight getting some pressure on the ball by Vasquez.
An interesting offense that Rice runs. They didn't really get into it that time. They just went right to the post.
Tiara Davenport goes to the basket hard. She'll have an opportunity at the free throw line.
Tiara Davenport, a very gifted athlete. Really tough on the glass. If they can get points out of her as well, that's a big plus for this basketball team.
Davenport, a sophomore out of Duncanville, Texas. Pressure off the made buckets. Keep track of that, too, to see what they do.
They're going to jump on him after every make.
Good pressure and just about getting across. Nice job in breaking the press.
Ashley Santos has to be the center fielder, the free safety, the rim protector, and she got beat. Can't let anybody get behind you. You want to cause panic, but you got to have somebody just in case, and there was nobody there. She was at the foul line when a layup happened. Okay, so she makes up for it and gets 2.
Ashley Santos, her first 2 of the game.
Maybe Texas can do it in different ways. Turn up the pressure nose and over and back no matter who touches it.
Rainey delivers it, and Hawkins as she controls it. So Louisiana Tech will get the ball in front of Tina Langley.
We will see it so much that Rice's offense is a continuity, kind of get the ball to the elbow and make the defense make decisions. So anything La Tech can do to get them out of that rhythm, like we just saw, advantage to Louisiana Tech. You make them uncomfortable and don't let them run their offense.
With Pomeroy, the transfer from Marquette, being smothered as she picks up her dribble.
And Maya Hawkins is in her face, man to man. This is fun to watch.
Trying to turn the corner. 4 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be short. Nice job on the putback. Can't convert. Was Davenport.
Hawkins trying to disrupt Louisiana Tech's offense just like they're trying to disrupt Rice's offense.
Goodwine up top.
They want to switch sides of the floor. They want to go backdoor, and they want to spread you out. As you can see, nobody in the post at all.
Single digits on the shot clock. Knight with the ball up top. Drives the lane, hits a double team and a charge. Good defense on the slide over.
Pomeroy reading it exceptionally well. They went over it in practice last night. She draws the charge. And maybe the best player on offense was a guy named Tyler Summit. He was running the offense and watching the defense as a coach. That's really hard to do. But running Rice's offense.
Feed inside a little bit too hot for Davenport to handle. Conference USA first teamer a year ago.
There's a page out of the Rice playbook going backdoor from the elbow. They just couldn't convert. His call is face, which means face guard. Don't let the ball inbounds or make it very difficult. And then pressure.
Lexi Duque into the game. A freshman from Brock, Texas.
They can get Rice in an up and down game. That's an advantage to Louisiana Tech. They don't want to do that. They want to do this. Patterns, cuts, get the ball at the elbow and run your offense from there. Make decisions. Read the defense. Reach.
And one of the top players missing, obviously, is Brandy Wingate. Did not make the trip. Academically ineligible. First team all-conference.
That's a lot of points out of the lineup. That's a lot of leadership out of the lineup. That's a senior out of the lineup. But it is what it is, as Coach said. We just got to give another person or other people an opportunity.
Yeah, Coach Summit talking to us last evening after practice. Felt like they had a good practice.
Yep.
We were here for the entire time.
They got after it. Well, you're not going to...
They weren't sulking and hanging their heads.
No.
Certainly with Coach DeMoss and the staff and Coach Summit, that wasn't going to happen anyways.
There we go again, another turnover.
Santos trying to feed it back inside, gets it back. Pomeroy from the outside, and she converts. Brooke Pomeroy, she is shooting hot from three-point land, taking advantage of those 4 Rice turnovers here early in this first for a 6-2 lead.
Aggressive La Tech defense is what's causing it. And that was a foul, way before the shot. The old armbar call. Freedom of movement. Can't hinder the movement of the dribbler or the cutters. And as Coach told us, and his assistant, Mickey DeMoss, told us, more people are going to get a chance. They're going to get an opportunity.
Lang trying to turn inside, has the room. And Alyssa Lang, at 6'1", a senior from Rockwall, Texas, gets into the scoring column.
Cleaver comes over for the double team, and she just didn't panic. She waited till she had the opening for a layup.
Pomeroy calling the play now from the outside, trying to work off of the screen. Great job on the ball movement, and Ashley Santos converts. She has 4.
Just didn't guard her. Her 2 jumpers, they're not guarding her. Pomeroy can light it up for big numbers. She had a stretch this year which was unbelievable. 21, 27, 20. So I guess they're worried about her. And Santos has burned them twice.
Duque up top. Put it back in Stanton's hands. Lane faces up. La Tech gave that one away.
Yeah, forced and missed, didn't get the board. Louisiana Tech knows what Rice is going to do. Everybody knows what Rice is going to do. The problem is they don't go from point A to point B. They read the defense and react accordingly. So that makes it tougher to defend. It's a read and react offense.
Good effort there by Ashley Santos. Keeps it alive on the second chance opportunity. Vasquez can't get his ball. Put back again.
A lot of opportunities in close. Louisiana Tech couldn't convert.
Up and down action, both sides of the floor. Louisiana Tech as the 7th. Amazing to see Rihanna Cleaver on the court right now. Nate, when we were at practice last night, she wasn't anywhere near being able to be running down the floor, let alone walking.
She was with the trainer, Mandy Miller. She had one of those roller things for your back. She hurt her back lifting weights last week. And they hoped. It's amazing. The younger you are, the quicker you recover from that stuff.
I mean, truly amazing, folks. Really gingerly walking into the gymnasium here last night so that Louisiana Tech can practice.
As a person with back issues, I know that look on somebody's face when they're hurting, and she had that look walking in here. She shot a couple free throws. That's kind of all she did.
Freshman forward stands at 6'2", out of Kentucky, averaging 5.6 points on the season.
And the tough part, I would think, is if and when she sits out, they got to keep that back warm because it tightens up. Speaking from experience, it hurts. I'm sure they got a heat pack or ice or something to get on there.
Kick to the outside, and a good look on a pass that kind of just laid there on the ground. Lauren Grigsby with the bucket.
I'm sure she figured, hurry up, the ball took forever to get to her. And so did the defense.
Played every single game this season is Grigsby.
Gotta move the ball. You can't stand still. You don't move, the defense doesn't have to move. How about a between the legs step back right there for Pomeroy? That's special. She knows how to score the basketball, no question about it. Very talented. Transfer from Marquette, of course, where Coach was, along with Santos. When we were here last year, they both were sitting and couldn't play, and that has to drive you nuts as a player.
Well, Coach Summit talked to us about that last night. He said, honestly, I lost 5 starters from a year ago as we continue to change the culture at Louisiana Tech. And for those 2 players even sitting out, though they were accustomed to the system, counted and won, it's different once you get out on the floor.
She had a year off. They both had a year off, he said. Yeah, they worked out, but it's not the same. And I'm sure a deep sigh of relief on the follow. You can see right there, Cleaver gets knocked to the ground, and everybody on the Louisiana Tech bench is like, okay, let me look at her face, because you can read body language. She looks okay. I'm sure she learned that the heat pack is her best friend in the last 24 hours.
Freshman of the week in the conference back in November. Seems like oh so long ago. Really got boxed out, got knocked to the ground again.
She did.
Comes up. She's shaking her head as she gets up to get back to play defense. 12-9 game. Here with under 3 to go, and the takeaway. Davenport for the easy 2. 3 points on the game and a 14-9 lead. Good wine up top as they continue to start their offense. From outside the perimeter, Hawkins now will call the play. Louisiana Tech on a 6-0 run here in the first. Under 2 minutes to go. Hawkins to Lang. A little flustered. May have thought there was going to be some body contact that never came.
Sometimes you go for the foul, not even thinking about the shot. Missed the shot, didn't get fouled.
Gary Anthony looking back at Coach Summit for a play call. She really walked on that one as she picked up her dribble. Cleaver keeps it alive. Santos can't get it to fall. La Tech doing a great job on the boards to keep it alive. And it will go back to Rice after a flurry of offensive rebounds.
Great shots, just couldn't make one go down.
Dynamic duo for Rice. And Hawkins and Rainey, their last meeting against Louisiana Tech, combined for 61% of the scoring.
Great pass.
And an easy bucket for 2. Rainey connecting.
She got lost underneath the defense. She didn't get lost. She knew where she was. The defense lost her. You can't anticipate a move from the wing because they read the defense and react accordingly.
These 2 teams split in the regular season, with Rice winning the most recent meeting. As you just saw by that statistic, Rainey and Hawkins and their play. 14-11.
First-year head coach from my alma mater, the University of Maryland, 7 years there. Great success there.
Associate head coach under Brenda Fries. And
he wants to bring that here.
Absolutely.
Lift is probably something where the ball goes to the elbow and then they'll look for a back door or a back cut, I would think. There it is. I didn't even scout him yet. And there's the back cut. Oh, what a great pass. Well, they'll end their offense in 2 possessions, but that doesn't mean I could stop them.
Anthony takes it to the basket hard. 10 seconds, need a quick outlet here. Hawkins up the court. Rainey In traffic, can't get it off as the ball is loose on the floor. 1.2 seconds remaining. And the ball will stay with Rice.
Great job by Cleaver to block that shot.
And we're going to have a stoppage of play just for a second as the contact is lost on the floor.
And good job by Cleaver to find it. Rihanna Cleaver found it.
And if she pops this back in her eye, I'm going to be so jealous because...
Oh, without the mirror?
Yeah.
Put the fluid in, pop it in. I couldn't do that. I don't wear them anymore, but I couldn't do that anymore. Got to go lace it. It's the only way to go.
Shawnee Rainey from Fairview, Texas.
I don't need no stinking mirror.
Man, give her a lot of credit. And what a good help sportsmanship there on the Louisiana Tech bench, helping the competition get the contact back in.
Some teams, they'd step on it instead of saying they found it.
Quick inbounds, and Rice unable to get the shot off. Louisiana Tech led by as many as 5. Rice shooting 45% in the first quarter of play with the advantage on the boards 10-8. Big difference though, Nate. 6 offensive boards by Louisiana Tech.
And probably 4 missed layups.
Yeah.
Off those 6 offensive boards. But you like the aggressiveness. You can live with a couple misses, especially early in the game.
Foul called on the floor as Lang was trying to establish some positioning.
A concerted effort to get Lang the ball, and they doubled her and then fouled her.
Melissa Lang, number 32, nominated for the WBCA Good Works Award. Anthony to the outside. Cleaver's up top. Anthony will now bring it up top, call the play. And trying to establish position underneath that. Foul will be called on Rainey.
LeBlanc trying to post up there. I'm telling you, they're running a little Rice offense kind of thing right at him. Got the ball to the elbow, tried to duck in on one side and then post up on the other.
That's Rainey's first foul.
Just forgot to catch it.
4th turnover by the Lady Techsters.
It's like a ground ball on an artificial turf. It kind of skipped.
It stayed. Gonna stay true.
You gotta let the defender in between those 2 players when they call the quick one.
Mike Forsberg had just warned the 3 players involved off the ball. And Vasquez picks up the foul. Vasquez, for her, that's her first.
Hawkins is really quick without the ball. She's just as quick dribbling the ball down the floor. She showed that quickness playing defense on the ball earlier.
Vasquez picks up another foul. The junior from McKinney, Texas will take a break, and Brooke Pomeroy will come back into the game for the Lady Techsters.
They're calling it tight. You just got to adjust to it. As players, you have to adjust to that. Can't complain about it because they're not going to stop doing it. You have to adjust to it. Play defense with your feet and your chest don't reach.
Stanton gets her own board, can wind up top, kicks it back out. Shot clock did not reset, it did not hit. Lang through a crowd. And Rice taking a page out of the Lady Techsters book. And Cleaver will pick up the foul, a little too aggressive there on the reach-in.
Mr. Lang's working hard on the boards to keep the possession alive and then gets fouled. Nowhere near shooting yet. Coach Summit Discussing dinner plans maybe with the official afterwards.
Stanton from the corner for 3. That's her first 3 points of the ball game.
Set play off the down screen. She popped out to the corner.
Tied at 14, quickly broken by Pomeroy on the opposite end.
The game of horse, nobody's got a letter yet. Number 3, deep 3.
Stanton and Pomeroy matched up here on the opposite end of the floor. Good wind up top. Coming off of a backdoor cut, Cleaver reads it perfectly. Pomeroy up the floor to Anthony. Skip across court to Santos, who's denied the baseline, trying to get back inside. Cleaver bounces in the pack. Ball loose on the floor, and Goodwine picks it up.
Rebound by Cleaver, she put it on the floor. She brought it down to the lower level, and they slapped it loose. Got to chin that ball, just go right back up with it.
Jasmine Goodwine down low on the block. A little bit of a mismatch if they can get the ball to her right now.
They're trying. Here's a mismatch up front. Stanton can go if she wants.
7 on the shot clock. Good switch up. Pomeroy comes across.
Excellent decision to switch.
And answering right away. Grigsby doing the job once again. And for Grigsby, she now has 6. We're tied back up at 17.
Well, they got ready to play against Brandy Wingate. Brandy Wingate's not in the game, but the plan stays the same. It goes inside their double and low post.
And in case you joined us late, Brandy Wingate is not with the team. Stanton with the give and go, and they cannot convert. Ruled academically ineligible prior to the team's departure. Garrett Anthony with the bucket, 1917.
Jerry Anthony was a starter, had a concussion issue, and now comes off the bench. He said her greatest asset, she can create her own whenever she wants one. Well, she didn't have to create one there, just drove it to the basket. Nobody stopped the ball.
Foul on the floor.
If you look at the top of your screen, we keep the same angle. Coach Summit's up there. He will tell them exactly what's coming because he knows the offense better than they do. Problem is, can they react to what he tells them? He ran the offense last night in practice, so he knows it. Tyler Summit is second-year head coach with the experience of a 22nd-year head coach. Really, I love talking with him. He had the opportunity after practice. He learned from the best. And he's lobbying. He learned from the best doing that, too. His mom lobbying for the next call.
Bill Lawrence, Billy Smith, Mike Forsberg, your officials this evening. Lang converting. She has 4. And a 1-point lead back to Rice.
And now Rice extends the defense a little bit. Louisiana texted earlier.
Tied up at 19.
Man-to-man both ways, both teams so far.
And Rice in the bonus here with plenty of time left to go in the second. LeBlanc trying to keep it alive. There is Moten. Kevion Moten into the game, the sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana.
Excellent fast break. Ball in the middle, 2 wings, run angles.
Heads up, good wine for the opposite end, rolls in and out.
They got lucky. They didn't get back on defense, and they almost got burned. They're going to get another numbers opportunity if they push it.
LeBlanc and a charge. Jasmine LeBlanc with the right opportunity from Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.
the last thing in practice every day, out of bounds under for the other team. They knew what they're going to do. You got to communicate. Hardest thing to do in basketball is get a team to talk on defense. If you do, it accomplishes two things. One, you know where you're going. Two, you kind of intimidate the offense a little bit. They didn't. Rice got an open three.
Jasmine Goodwine going to the hoop. She didn't have much of a seam, but found her way through patiently. 4 points for Goodwine. We're tied back up again.
Trying to throw it inside, but that's a tough angle to throw from. You got to get it to the wing to get it inside. You can always do that. Big time three. When all else fails, shoot the rock, Tiara Davenport.
Rainey thought about taking it immediately back in the opposite direction. Hawkins from the outside. Conroy chases it down, trying to push it up the floor to Anthony. Steps back. Good hustle and running out of real estate.
Don't fall on our cables, please. Good hustle by Davenport trying to get after it. If you don't play hard for Tyler Summit, you don't play.
Right.
They get after it. He told us like a 6-hour bus ride up here and then really good practice. Not a long practice, only get an hour in the tournament. But they got after it.
Lang. Good action on some give and go is Jasmine Goodwine finishing the play.
Ashley Santos has to be smarter than that. You can't go for the steal if you don't have a good angle. Resulting in a layup for Rice.
Goodwine is the team's leader in points, field goals made, rebounds, and blocks. Quietly has 6 in this game. Good tap ahead by Rainey. And tracked back down by Santos.
Not over and back because Rice touched it. The defense is picking up, or the offense is getting lazy, but we're not getting good cuts.
Good cut back inside is Tiara Davenport.
She's shaking her head running down the floor. She thought she got fouled. I did too, Tiara. That's where they want to run the offense from, the elbow area.
Goodwine cuts back in. Great idea. She slashed in very quickly.
Great angle. There's the back cut that didn't happen. And then Davenport with the drive. Maybe that's called incidental contact. I call it foul. And give her credit for putting it in.
Goodwine has 6 as she steps to the free throw line.
See, Tina Langley, every time out, even on the bench there, getting input from all the assistants. And I was the assistant, I was the suggester. The head coach is the decider.
Goodwine with 8, improving on that 74% shooting from the line.
She moved over 1 seat this year. Tyler Summit moved over 1 seat last year.
Pomeroy from the outside, swish. 11 for Pomeroy.
Once again, Brandy Wynn getting out in the game opens up the perimeter because there's not the go-to player in the post. So Pomeroy can get her thing. Watch Pomeroy off the ball screen. Defender hangs with it pretty well, but then falls asleep for a split second. Goes after the ball instead of Pomeroy, and you just can't do that. You can't beat the shooters. Hawkins doing a great job on the basketball, but kind of gambled on that one.
Tie up. Ball will go back to Louisiana Tech. Or check that, a foul.
I think it was on Grigsby.
Grigsby, her first.
I thought it was jump ball as well. They both went down to the floor with the basketball.
Thanks for the help, partner. Appreciate that.
That's 1 from me and 50 from you to me, so you're way ahead.
Santos and, boy, I tell you, I thought we were going to go the opposite way there with the push-off. Rainey and Santos were going at it. Rainey's second.
You're allowed an arm bar in the post. You're not allowed an arm bar on a dribbler or a hand check, as they used to call it. As we said, they're calling it tight. You just have to adjust to that.
Gabrielle Stanton comes back into the game. Pomeroy off the glass and a charge. Pomeroy's second foul.
Alyssa Lang, right place, right time.
Kiera Anthony will come into the game for Pomeroy. Stanton looking for Goodwine down low. Lang wants to go left, gives it up.
I'll take it to stop here. They're getting it back. Coach might even stop it if they get it back on a miss. Not now, not in the transition opportunity.
Davenport. She wants to go baseline. Put her nose down, made a mark, and went to the basket. She'll have an opportunity to shoot from the line here.
Tiara Davenport likes that little spin move on the baseline there. It's a drop step. Once again, we said it in the last game, when you get your head and shoulders past the defender, you won. Now get a shot up, and then one opportunity, maybe you don't make it, you get two.
Coming at halftime, don't go too far away. Doug Bell, Monica McNutt in our West Palm Beach studios. ASN will be bringing you the halftime report. Of course, on the flip side, Nate and I will be back with the third and fourth quarter of this game. Hawkins will go to the line. The foul was called on Ruby Ritchie.
I think Ruby Ritchie was stationary, but I don't think she was outside the restricted area. And if you're not outside that restricted area, your feet cannot be in, on, or over those lines. I think that's why they called it. A good shot up. Oh, excuse me, I didn't know they were shooting.
Two-shot foul as Hawkins will step in.
That changes the scenario. Now Tyler Summer wants to rush it up the floor. Tina Langley talked about how we can slow them down.
Hawkins 1 for 1.
These are the kind of plays you practice all the time. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. We used to call it 3-21. 3-man to 2-man and 1 guard to shoot it.
Anthony lets it go.
Great shot.
Good look at the three-point lance in that first half of play. Louisiana Tech also with the assist to field goals made. 50% in that range too. 6 assists, 12 field goals made. Differential on the boards 18-12 with 8 offensive rebounds.
Champ told me a good place to eat afterwards, but I don't know if he'd like the kind of food he likes.
I was going to say the dog biscuits.
Yeah, he said you got to eat it out of a bowl.
Lang was really boxing out Cleaver well, but neither one of them could get to the basketball. Whoa, and Cleaver just really cleaning house and like a good sport helping Lang up off of that play.
More times than not, that happens. Help the opponent up.
Oh, helping the opponent up.
Yeah.
I was going to say establishing the presence down low in the post. Don't mix it up down low too often. So.
More times than not, that happens in these games. I love to see that. I mean, play hard, but when somebody falls down, help them up. Don't walk around them. Or like, what's his name for Duke? Stepped on the guy from Connecticut.
Rainey, who was undersized, went up high for that ball, actually went over the top of Cleaver. She will leave the game because Rihanna Cleaver has 3 fouls now here early in the third.
That's a problem for two reasons. One, she's got the bad back. You got to keep her loose.
Right.
And second, you only get 5. She looks pretty recovered to me, though, when you see her up there.
There is a lot of activity going on in establishing the presence in the paint. Santos and Lang now going at it.
A lot of bodies hitting the deck.
Both coaches up on their feet saying what is happening here as the play becomes a little bit more physical as we start this third quarter of play.
First 2 quarters, we talked about how tight they're calling it. Now they're banging each other like crazy. They're not calling anything. What a smart play from Pomeroy. Now, granted, you got to establish yourself in bounds. She did just miss the shot.
Thrown right away there by Vasquez. Rainey, a nice job letting Pomeroy run right by and take that shot.
Kept her balance. Let the defender blow by. Nice little turnaround.
Goodwine gathers it in. Gives it to Hawkins. Knight with her hand up saying she wants it. Hawkins pulls up.
I'm sure they want the basketball in their hands to make a decision.
Goodwine with the rebound, and on that board she now has 2. It seems like goodness that she has a lot more. I would like to check that one because Jasmine Goodwine has been all over the floor. Brooke Pomeroy has been all over the floor tonight.
Watch this play. You have to establish yourself in bounds. She just missed a layup, but that's a really smart play. Bounced it off the back of Lang and then caught it.
Fairborn, Ohio, one of 3 team captains for Coach Tyler Summit. As that ball will come all the way back down as we see her numbers of this evening.
She's almost got her average for the per game. We're just beyond halftime.
Big part of the landscape at Marquette, where she started 63 of 64 games her freshman and sophomore year before sitting out last season and coming here to Louisiana. Being a part of Louisiana Tech's turnaround under Tyler Summit. Shawnee Rainey with the bucket there. She now has 6.
Pomeroy and Santos are kind of the building blocks. His first year, he brought both of them in with him. Of course, he was there as an assistant. And then had they set out last year, and now they're beginning the new Summit era. With the new rules in college basketball, that's the best play there is. Drive the basketball. Any contact's going to be a foul on the defense, unless there's nobody there until you bowl them over. But any defender on the basketball, if you can make any kind of move and get bumped, you're going to get the call. You can see the way Rice plays. Alyssa Lang has her back to the basketball again. She might do it again. Well, she didn't.
Shawnee Rainey picking up her 3rd foul. Pomeroy gets it inside to Davenport. Possession arrow will go back the opposite way here, favoring Rice.
And normally it's somebody's going to get hot and take over. Somebody's going to get some stops. The key is somebody's going to get some rebounds because it's like 6 hands on the ball. Nobody can secure a rebound on either team. That happens to secure the possession.
Hawkins takes off. She has Lang. And Tyler Summit wants a timeout.
Offensive rebounds are all about efforts, rebounding out of your area. Go after the basketball. A lot of coaches will tell you when the shot goes up, it's not necessarily the defense's ball. It's anybody who wants to go get the ball. Just got to keep the effort, stick-to-itiveness, whatever you want to call it, and go get an offensive board.
Ashley Santos with some stick-to-itiveness.
Extra possession for your basketball team when you get one.
8 points. Rice up by 1. Lang picks up a dribble. Wendy Knight with the ball.
That's where they want to start their offense, from the elbow, and it's not the way they want to run their offense. Nice play by Pomeroy. Little hesitation moving and up and under. Usually Rice beats Louisiana Tech down the floor. That normally isn't the way they want to score the basketball. Lucky to have the possession.
Hawkins trying to work off Lang here. Good switch. Goodwine bounces it off the glass.
Offensive rebound.
And Knight, Wendy Knight doing a nice job gathering that one in. Career high 8 rebounds earlier this year in January against North Texas.
Lack of communication. They started to switch, then they didn't switch, and left Hawkins wide open for the 3.
A 13% shooter from three-point land.
Good job hanging with it for Ashley Santos.
Santos will head to the free throw line when we come back. Lady Texters trailed by...
Has to tell everybody else, yes, I'm switching, no, I'm not. And coach told him, scream it out. Nobody talked. Easy 3 for number 3, Maya Hawkins.
Maya Hawkins with 5 on the game. As Ashley Santos is at the free throw line where she shoots 67% on the season. This is her first opportunities at the line this evening.
And they talked about that in the huddle, because he specifically went over that in practice. And it's the third quarter. It's called game slippage. They forget.
36 all.
Importantly, Rice knew what happened. Rice is going to run the same set again.
Lang goes up hard. She's fouled, actually called out a charge. And on the play, Vasquez is still down as she was hit in the head.
Watch Vasquez kind of catch an arm. Oh, she caught that left arm right in the face. Watch the left arm come down after the shot, right in the face. Vasquez, I thought, lost the contact. I think she's got hit right in the nose. And Mandy Miller, the athletic trainer, is going to make sure she's okay. And then he blowed it ahead. Safety first, as it should be, taking care of the student athlete.
So some pressure on the ball here by Rice. As Kara Anthony passes it off to Santos.
Baseline drive, baseline drift.
And great anticipation. Grigsby with the finish. Lauren Grigsby, the freshman.
Good job. She saw the pass coming up from the wing. People do it, but it's tougher to go backdoor from the top. So you can cheat that one. She did, and she got it.
Grigsby with 8 points, tied with Goodwine. And Santos answers at the opposite end.
My physiology professor will love me from the University of Maryland. That was great kinesthetic sense there. To not lose your balance.
You know, this is a Rice team that has made 4 of their last 5 field goals, and also, Nate, lost to the top 4 teams in the conference by a combined 15 points. So they've been there throughout the season, very deceiving as the 10 seed in this tournament.
And they run a different kind of offense, so it's tough to prepare for them in only a couple days. Boy, Pomeroy's getting a little roll here.
Tough to prepare for Brooke Pomeroy as well. She has 15 now.
Well, it's interesting because the scouting report had Brandy Wingate at the top of it. It always does when you play Louisiana Tech. Brandy Wingate's not in the lineup. So the kids learned the scouting report. They also knew about Pomeroy, but it's just a little different look for a team playing Louisiana Tech tonight. 3-on-2.
Anthony to Pomeroy, and a block blocking foul called.
Ball's in the middle. Stay wide so one defender can't play two people. In this case, no defender plays your little baseline dribble, pull up, great rhythm. Perfect way to run a break. Spread it out and make the defense chase you. Nobody chased her. That was the previous play. This is the two free throws after the drive on another fast break.
Pomeroy shoots 88% from the free throw line.
Lady in the glasses, Mickey DeMoss, with Coach Summit, the other Coach Summit for many years at Tennessee, and of course now with Coach Tyler Summit. Been there, done that. Final Fours, national championships. Mickey DeMoss brings a lot of experience to that bench.
Goodwine picks up her dribble, wanted to pass it back out, and makes it happen. 10 points for Goodwine.
If all else fails, shoot it. It's always the last option. In that case, it was the best option. We had 97 lead changes. Is that correct in this game?
97.
Seems like it.
6 ties, 8 lead changes. The largest
That was
lead,
close.
Louisiana Tech 5 for Rice 3, as Tina Langley was looking on there.
Turnovers become magnified when we get to the fourth quarter, and we're pretty close to ending the third quarter because the score is tied and because of the event. This isn't a regular season game. This is lose and you go home.
Louisiana Tech in the bonus as Rice is over the limit. Tevion Moten picked up that foul. For Moten, that was her second.
Good to see Vasquez back in there. She's got hit in the face.
Goodwine nearly threw that one away. Nice job by Grigsby to track it down.
You can see when Rice runs that weave, Louisiana Tech's just switching everything.
Rattles around and gets in. Stanton. Gabrielle Stanton with a great job off the bench, the freshman from Igwood, Texas, taking advantage of the points off the turnovers. 20 points off the TOs for Rice.
Got to know who the shooters are. Stanton is a shooter.
1-point game. We have a charge underneath. That foul will be called on Jasmine Goodwine.
21 Stanton's going to be in the right corner here. Vasquez just forgets about her and is really late on the closeout. Open three, made three.
Santos follows up. 14 for Ashley Santos.
She looked like she was going to fall down on the first one, didn't, and then got the rebound and banked the ball. I love it when they bank the basketball.
Tyler Summers told us last night she plays hard, and really showing it right there.
And that time they switched properly and called it. That was really good defense.
A 1-point game, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Stanton with the kick to the corner for 3.
Talk about securing the rebound. Sarah Davenport gets 2 hands on it. She's got it.
Davenport on top. Goodwine's going to get called for the foul once again, Nate. That's her third.
It was a really good read by Davenport. Moten posted up on the right block, so you can't drive right. The defender who was guarding Davenport didn't see that. The defender guarding her didn't know which way she was going. She knew the opening was to the left. She drew the foul. It's a lot of talk just for 2 free throws.
9 points for Tiara Davenport from Duncanville, Texas. And that sounds familiar, yes, because it is also the home of Tamika Catchings, just retired from the Indiana Fever and the WNBA. Certainly a great ambassador of the game. And
not a bad player either.
Tamika, of course, made her name as well at Tennessee under Pat Summitt. And Tyler was there for a long time, and Tamika came back to Louisiana Tech in December. Spent some time with this current Louisiana Tech team.
Yeah, kids loved it, Coach's tennis.
Tiara Davenport was actually in tears knowing that one of the players that she enjoyed watching was coming to speak to the team. Half of the Rice points are actually on turnovers right now. 20 points, taking advantage.
Absolutely.
Pomeroy will take a break.
Somebody's headbands on the floor, and Stanton just chucked it to the sideline so nobody slips. Might have been hers.
Stanton's got to hurry here. Makes your way to the basket, and a foul called with 1 second remaining. She maneuvered through traffic.
More importantly, she had the shot clock in her head. She knew how much time was left.
Lisa Lang at the free throw line. Lang on the season a 51% shooter.
So the numbers say this shouldn't go in. Of course it will, since I brought it up. Or not. Ooh, that would have counted.
Really a good job on.
Only 10 to go. She's been the not the dominant rebounder number-wise, but when they need a crucial one, she seems to get it. She's in there now.
Leah Secondo, Nate Russ, our entire crew. Birmingham, Alabama, Bartow Arena, site of the 2016 Conference USA Women's Basketball Championship.
Thank you, Tiara Davenport, for making my point. She's got 2 offensive rebounds. I'm telling you, the first jump is easy. The second jump is exceptionally tough to do unless you're a great athlete, and she's a great athlete. Stick-to-itiveness, misses it. Slapped around, gets it. Misses it again, and watch the next jump. That's the hard one because it's so quick and it's explosive after the second one. That's a big-time play. And more importantly, she's only a sophomore.
Rainey gets that little space inside off the inbounds pass. 8 points. Nice job. They've worked their inbound passes to perfection today.
And
really
Louisiana Tech worked on it, but Rice really is executing to get easy shots. It's like special situations in a football game. Get an easy one when you can, because obviously in this game it's tough to get buckets. Looked up and saw the clock.
Pomeroy lets it go! How about that?
Big smile on her face.
20.
That should be 4 points. That was way downtown. That might be from the Byron Stadium right there.
Trying to answer from the opposite end is Hawkins, and nearly coming away with it. Pomeroy tracks it in.
When you see one like that go in, you kind of figure it's my night. She's trying to get a foul there.
Shawnee Rainey.
Pomeroy hurt her knee a little bit. You can see her grabbing that right knee. She's limping a little bit.
Lang gets the roll. Alyssa Lang with 2. She's got 9. Pass inside, and nice job on the finish by Tiara Davenport. Give the assist to Ruby Ritchie on the play. Walk-on who earned her scholarship.
Great ducking move by Davenport. Great ducking move to seal the defender. All she had to do was catch and lay it in.
Nice job there by Ruby Ritchie to call the switch. Stay at home.
That's all they're going to talk about is call out the defense.
Rainey with the putback, and she will go to the free throw line.
They got lucky there because two Rice players had the ball. Look at Davenport sealing the defense, and once the ball's caught, just lay it in because she established herself before the ball got to her. Very difficult to do, very difficult to stop.
Rainey is at the free throw line for the first time tonight. 8 points thus far in the game. Cleaver, LeBlanc, and Anthony come into the ball game for Louisiana Tech.
That's a look of intensity right there.
Knight, let's reset. Knight, Hawkins, Rainey, Lang, and Goodwin on the floor right now for the Owls. 2 for 2 is Rainey. 10 points, and for Rainey, that is her 16th game in double figures. Santos decides to go to the basket hard, and on the play, Wendy Knight will pick up the foul.
That's the only way Santos goes to the basket. It is hard. Coach Summit told us both of those ladies coming from Marquette with him, they've been there, done that. They've played in big games. They've played in big arenas. They've played in tough situations on the road. So he's relying on them this year, of course they said it last year, to be ready to rock and roll, and so far they have tonight.
14 points for Ashley Santos.
Troy Davenport just getting stretched out by the athletic trainer Mandy Miller on the sideline when she went out. And this time of the year, everybody's banged up a little bit and bruised up.
2-point game.
Recognized it. And it goes back to the Owls.
It's the second time Goodwine wanted to pass and figured, heck, nobody's open, let me shoot. Last time was a jumper, that time was a nice drive. Watch Goodwine at the left elbow. I want to pass. No, you're not open. No, you're not open. All right, heck with it. I'm going on Santos. Left-handed layup. That's a pretty good play. It's almost like you're a point forward in this offense when you get the ball at the elbow.
Cleaver.
Hard play. Give it to the point guard.
Anthony looks to the bench, working off of Santos.
How many times have you heard a coach when you were 8 years old say one-handed cross-court passes don't work?
Brooke Pomeroy back in because that is the 15th turnover by Louisiana Tech.
And that is the best way to teach somebody. Don't say a word to him. Just sit him down. It was just, there was no pressure. Just chucked it out of bounds.
Rainey hard to the basket. She'll have an opportunity at the free throw line. 10 points thus far on the game for Shawnee Rainey.
Lovejoy High School in Fairview, Texas.
LeBlanc picks up her third as Tina Langley looks on. Rice making good of their opportunities tonight at the free throw line. 10 for 11.
And they're going to become more and more valuable as that clock gets down to zeros.
Nice job in getting up for it was Jasmine LeBlanc. Cleaver.
Great rebound.
In traffic. Can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line. Rihanna Cleaver. Coach Summit telling us that she just continues to improve.
Yep, and it's a shame she got hurt the other day, but she looks okay now. The great offensive rebounders, you have to anticipate every shot to miss. You can't think, oh, that one's going in, I'm not going after that one. You got to anticipate every miss. She did got a great putback attempt that got fouled. Big kid, freshman, 6'2", from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Pays it off. Huge offensive potential they see for her.
Louisiana Tech, 9 for 15 from the free throw line. Lang, little jab step. 6 on the shot clock. Jasmine Goodwine trying to create some space. Kicks it back out, and a foul will be called on the floor. The ball will go back to Rice. As Jasmine LeBlanc picks up the foul, that will be her 4th. And also the team's 4th.
She got tied up with Lang, and they hit the deck, and she thought the foul was on Lang and was very shocked when they called her number. Once again, out of bounds under. It's what Rice has been really good at.
Hawkins. Vasquez up on her. Rainey. And Pomeroy pushes it out. Turn back over.
Got to bounce that one.
Rainey. Ball will come back up top. Rice having the opportunity here to settle in their offense in front of their own bench. Coach Langley there directing the offense as well.
Talked about defense talking. This is the most important part to talk.
Rainey in the lane. That was a good look, Nate.
Yep.
Very good look.
Get right in front of that restricted area. That's a pretty good shot from 4 feet away.
Cleaver trying to hold on, losing control of the ball. Lang gathers it in. Jump ball, possession arrow will favor Rice. And with that, we will step aside. Brooke Pomeroy making things happen for her team, leading all scorers with 20 points in the ball game.
Talk and rebound. That's what he talked about in practice last night. He knows it's important. Brooke Pomeroy knew that Brandy Wingate's 18 points a game aren't there. She averages 13 a game. She's got 20 the 4th time this season. She's got 20, and they need some more from her.
Double-digit scoring 18 times this season.
Simple. Talk and rebound.
Ball would go back to Louisiana Tech. It's Cleaver.
Great John Wood.
We're going at it.
They followed him for a year, and all the things he told his kids, the average length was 4 seconds. Talk and rebound is less than 4. Give them simple directions, but be specific. That's exactly what Tyler Summit did. Now they got to execute.
Pomeroy gets pushed off the block. Goodwin with the rebound.
Defense by this line without fouling.
Lang doing a nice job. She's played solid tonight in the post. Lang now with 11. Cleaver with the putback, goes hard. And we'll get to the free throw line.
Mr. Lang with good defense on Pomeroy and then runs the other way for the layup and has to run all the way back and defend the post again when Cleaver got the ball.
Lang has tied her season high for the 3rd time with her 11 points. As we head back down the opposite end of the floor, but picks up her 4th foul here with 3:09 to go.
It's not a factor yet, but it's going to be very soon on the bottom of your screen. Rice with 3 timeouts left. Louisiana Tech with 2.
Lang will come out.
Opportunity for Louisiana Tech. Lang probably getting the last blow of the game, but of course that's her 4th foul, but he can't keep her out for long. There's only 3 and change to play.
Deza Albanya in the game for Rice. With the basketball, and they inbounded in quickly. Rainey trying to go to the bucket quick, and it works.
Didn't talk. Nobody knew who she was, where she was.
Hawkins trying to pressure Pomeroy here in the backcourt. They need some help. 1 point Rice lead. Under 2:50 in the game. The winner will get Middle Tennessee for a 5 p.m. Central date tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Goodwine with the tip. Rainey up top now. Clock favoring Rice with the 1 point lead. Goodwine has some room in the lane. Gets her own board. Santos looks to turn the corner. She had Vasquez on the off wing.
Yes, she did. Missed it. That was a nice pass.
Vasquez trying to, Cleaver going apart. I was hung up there on Vasquez on that off wing on the perimeter. A 1 point lead.
Cleaver's a big target. She's got to make a bunch of rim runs like that and get into the block. Remember, Alyssa Lang, number 32, has 4 fouls, and she's sitting on the bench. Probably not for much longer, though.
Under 2 to go. Rainey in a very difficult spot. Timeout called by Tina Langley with 11 remaining on the.
Rice did it. He hadn't done it. Now she's back in.
Yep, coming out of that huddle, she's played solid tonight in the post with 11 points. 3 for 4 from the line. 3 boards. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 1:51 to go in the game. The winner will get Middle Tennessee.
Getting the dribbler's face a little bit, just bothering him because the clock is winding.
Goodwine. And a foul called. Getting up after it was Jasmine Goodwine.
Louisiana Tech got exactly what they wanted, a fadeaway contested 3, but Goodwine got the board. Watch 33 come into your picture. There she is at the right elbow. Watch her get to the rim when the shot goes up. Ball was tipped by Cleaver, and Goodwine got it.
Goodwine perfect on the night from the free throw line. 3 for 3 now. She's got 13 points.
The coaches always tell you, rebound with 2 hands. Cleaver got 1 on it. Goodwine got 2 on it.
14 and a 1 point lead for the Owls.
Pomeroy went left is when she lost the ball at the end of the clock. She's a dominant right-hander. Set it up, and there she goes off the right side. Now she has an advantage.
Davenport strikes from three-point land.
A little early in the clock for that one.
Hawkins pulls up. May have been bothered by it from behind by Davenport. It comes back out.
Talk and rebound, that's what he told him. That's really important right now. An offensive rebound for Rice would give him another 30.
Goodwine. And it was kind of an awkward play, but in fluid motion as she turned to the bucket. 61-58, 3-point advantage. Tyler Summit wants a timeout.
Wasn't a screen.
Possession arrow favoring Louisiana Tech. 2 timeouts remain for Rice. And Jasmine Goodwin has scored the last 4 points for the Owls. They lead at 61-58, 53.4.
Louisiana Tech get a quick score. They won't have to foul. They can play defense. If they wait, they might have to.
Wow.
Great
Play
shot.
that was starting to break down, and a difficult shot for Rihanna Cleaver as she was actually underneath the glass.
Santos almost lost the ball, but that's a nice play. There's not a lot of time left differential, but you can't foul now.
It's about 5 seconds on the differential.
Offensive rebound kills you if you're the Texters.
Nearly a travel there, brought back. Hawkins, 6 on the shot clock.
Tara Davenport shoved her and got away with it. Not a smart play, thinking they got the ball, I got a foul.
Of their bench area, again, that new rule this season.
As Keswell inbounded.
Oh, Cleaver's all alone under the hoop. No one saw her. And a foul called. Pomeroy is going to get an opportunity here at the free throw line to shoot two.
It's a good call. She got popped. She tried a little step-back jumper to create space. They switched. Little step back. Got her on the right hand. Jasmine Goodwine got her. That's a good call. The step back to create space so you can get the shot off.
88% free throw shooter on the line right now, who is perfect on the night.
We talked about at Marquette, all the big games she played in, paid off right there. This is a big one.
Rattles in and out, and we are headed to overtime. Teams thought they were going to switch baskets, and the officiating crew said, wait a second here, something doesn't look right. They switched everybody around. You continue to shoot the way that you were in that final fourth quarter, and we are underway.
And Lang's got 4 fouls. That might be a factor if they get a fifth.
Absolutely. Lang's got 4. LeBlanc is on the floor, and Cleaver are on the floor, both with 4 fouls for Louisiana Tech.
So they decided Davenport who Lang is guarding.
Davenport with 15 now.
Momentum, such a big factor in overtime mentally.
Well, I think they've answered the call on who was going to pick up the scoring slack for Brandy Wingate.
Absolutely.
Davenport averaged 6.5 on the season, coming away with 15 today. Hawkins throws it away. Wendy Knight cut the opposite way. And Jasmine Goodwine will come back into the game for Tina Langley, who quickly moves to get Lauren Grigsby into the game.
A little pressure shown by the Owls. Just passive. See if they go in the zone from this. It's 2-2-1. Yeah, they're in 2-3. Interesting.
Cleaver working off of Lang in the post. And a foul called.
Overtime. Conference USA tournament. Let's go to the freshmen. I love it.
Langley, that is her 5th. And a solid game for Alyssa Langley. She will leave tonight with 11 points for the Rice Owls, as they will take advantage of this opportunity here. Really solid effort down low in the post.
Oh, yeah, big time. Cleaver's averages 6 a game. She's got 10. Everybody has stepped up. And they had to be in the basketball game because they took 17.7 points out of the lineup.
A senior from Rockwall, Texas, leading the game with 11 points.
About this time last night, she walked in the gym very gingerly on a bad back. Coach said we're going to work to get her back. They got her back.
Cleaver misses 2, keeps the door open for Rice.
Goodwine's made some great decisions at their left elbow, getting the basketball and running the offense. That's where she is right now.
Knight trying to work off Goodwine. Hawkins denied the baseline. Back up top it goes. 4 in the shot clock. Pomeroy with the foul. She has 3.
Another good decision. Drive the basketball when you have Pomeroy, who's only 5'9", guarding you.
At the line, shooting 2, number 33, Goodwine.
Well, Middle Tennessee is loving this. Because it's 5 more minutes for the team they're going to have to play tomorrow. Maybe more than 5.
That's right.
And they get to watch 5 more minutes of whoever's going to win what
absolutely.
They do.
Goodwine now with 17. She is 6 for 6 on the night from the free throw line.
Staying in another man. No, they're not. They're back in the zone. Aggressive, but they're in the zone.
Cleaver back to Pomeroy. Back into Cleaver from the elbow.
Good shot, just a little off the side to the left. Fatigue's got to be setting in for everybody here.
Ball will stay with Rice.
I'm watching Rihanna Cleaver, and the look on her face is like, I'm messing this thing up. You can't think that way.
Rick Ensel in the crowd there, being blocked out just a little bit off to your right, as he and his staff here are scouting the game and taking it in, and traveling violation called. Goes back to Louisiana Tech. Tina Langley looks on as we are tied up at 63.
Rihanna Cleaver's body language, I don't like it right now. She keeps shaking her head no, like I'm messing this thing up. You got to play the next play. If they're not going to stop going into her.
Pomeroy taking it to the basket, was a little bit surprised. Defense didn't change up, slacked off. She had some space. We head back down the opposite end. Counted for Rainey. She'll go to the free throw line with the opportunity here to put Rice back up.
Beat everybody down the floor. Going to get an M1 opportunity, and Cleaver's done for the night.
The freshman, Rihanna Cleaver, leaving the game with 10 points, her fifth.
At the line, number 20,
Solid effort by the freshman.
Absolutely. It's like a bowl game in football. Get those extra games after the regular season. In a tournament, you want to go as long as you can to give the young kids more opportunity to play, and of course, win more basketball games.
Shawnee Rainey converting on the three-point play. She's got 16.
Davenport's got to be the go-to in the post now with Cleaver out of the basketball game. They just went to her. Why is that no shots? It's a 15th foul.
It was a kick.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was a foul.
A kick. No. Pomeroy, nice job defensively there by Hawkins. And a foul called on the floor. We'll go to the free throw line. That will be on Hawkins, her third.
Hawkins' defense has been spot on all night long. Very aggressive. And then she reacted a little too much for the officials. They talked to her smartly. They did not call a technical foul in a situation like this. Just told her to calm down. She looked at him and said, okay, no problem.
Pomeroy at the line, where again she is an 88% shooter. Had an opportunity to can this one with 0.6 of a second remaining. Has missed her last two. And comes back there with her third.
Back to your routine. She's got one, or else she wouldn't be that good a shooter.
4 for 6 on the night, and we are tied up. Knight with the kick. Hawkins finds an opening.
Okay, Davenport's a really good rebounder in traffic.
Vasquez is off. Goodwine was way out in front of the pack.
Yeah, you can't put three people around the defender, or excuse me, around the rebounder, because you got everybody else down the floor. That was a good transition D to get back.
And I'll tell you what, Pomeroy lucked out because it was a 3-on-1. Goodwine, nice job, and she cut to the hoop. 2-point lead.
So that's been Goodwine with 20 points, just making great decisions.
Brooke stifled. And up ahead of the back-to-back goods for Goodwine. Nice job by Megan Palmer.
And a half points a game averaging. She's way over that tonight. 22 numbers in the book.
LeBlanc trying to control it and did the right thing, as Goodwine just picked up her 5th foul.
Elbow runs the offense. Goodwine cuts from the opposite elbow to the bucket. The defender's behind her. layup opportunity. Jasmine Goodwine having one heck of a basketball game.
22 points for Jasmine Goodwine. She is out of the basketball game here tonight, just fouling out.
Remember, she is the one that fouled Brooke Pomeroy and thought she blew the game, and Pomeroy had 2 free throws to try to win it. So, really good effort by her.
Also up from her scoring average on the night as well.
No way Louisiana Tech fouls here. If Rice takes the whole shot clock, there's still 16 to go, which is forever.
Oh, and underneath as Tiara Davenport was looking to put that one easily back up. But
you like the chances here. Rainey's 4 for 5 from the line tonight.
16 games of double figures for Rainey.
You need to shoot in about 6 seconds if you're Louisiana Tech if you want to go 2 for 1.
Nearly just nicked the rim. And collisions all over the floor.
Ball's loose. Bounced off the referee. It's not out of bounds. Are you kidding me?
My goodness, what a flurry there. In the backcourt, there was huge confusion. Watch what happens right, boom, there.
There's one foul not called. There's the loose ball, and there's the takeaway. And now off the official, the player goes off the official. The ball stays in bounds. Davenport gets it and loses it again. That's a crazy little exchange there. But nonetheless, Grigsby's on the foul line.
Lauren Grigsby, a freshman from Spring, Texas, bodies that one in. She now has 9. And that ties her career high against Baylor, a new career high night.
Louisiana Tech needs points. They don't need a free. They need points. They either stop the clock or foul quickly.
Pomeroy lets it go. It's short and very fortunate as that ball will come back too. And Pomeroy may have taken one in the eye there as she's squinting, taking her time, coming to take that inbounds pass.
What a spin move. Oh, you got to finish that. Great move. Lost her shoe in the process.
Cinderella's red slipper there on the floor as we will head back down to the opposite end of the floor.
Great spin move by Santos.
5th foul of the night for Jasmine LeBlanc.
It's probably a little bit of fatigue. 40 minutes plus an overtime. Just a little more lift to get that one in.
Megan Palmer to the free throw line. Palmer in search of her first points of the evening.
I think Rice is going to stop. Well, if she made it, they're going to stop it. Louisiana Tech will.
Lady Texters with the timeout. Nice go with it. And I think his team's responded nicely tonight to the adverse situation.
18 points out of the lineup.
Yep. Rice has responded as well. Santos' shot is short. Pomeroy's putback is there. Nice tap ahead. Santos is going to jack it up. And it will actually go off of Megan Palmer's foot, unfortunately, and it will stay. Louisiana Tech basketball. 6.5 seconds remaining.
3 officials are asking each other, did you get a really good look? And they did not, so they will make sure that was the right.
6.6 on the game clock. And I think Rice was even surprised there as they came in with the ball and ecstatic as they will move on here in overtime.